With the release of Season 2 in Black Ops Cold War, there was a huge amount of new and exciting content added to the game. There were new upgrade tiers, a new support item, a new field upgrade, and a new ammo mod. But perhaps the most important piece of content that we got, the one thing that this entire season is centered around, is the new zombies game mode called Outbreak. Outbreak is a large-scale zombies experience that revolves around objectives and loot. The way the game works is very simple. You start off with 1,000 points on level 1. You can go around the map, gather loot, and kill zombies to get set up, and then you need to complete the main objective and move on to the next level. With each level, the difficulty increases. The zombies become faster and more aggressive, you get more boss enemies, and the rewards you get from chests and side objectives become increasingly better and more valuable. So let's get into some details. The first thing I want to talk about is the point system. With every zombie kill, you get 25 points. If you get a headshot, you get 35 points. And every boss zombie that you kill will give you 150 points. So when it comes to getting kills, the amount of points that you get has been scaled down to compensate for the fact that you can just stay in level 1 and kill a whole bunch of zombies, farm as many points as you can, and get everything that you need. So points are a little more scarce in this game, but they're not that scarce because you don't get as many points by killing zombies, but the game provides you with some alternative methods of earning points. One of the ways that they've done this is by integrating points in the loot system. So you can get points from opening chests, you can get random point drops that are easy to get, they're usually inside the buildings and they're easily accessible, but each drop is only worth 100 points. You can get rare point drops that are more difficult to get. It's usually going to involve some climbing and they're worth 500 points. You can use the jump pads and pick up some rare point drops mid-air, and these are also worth 500 points. Depending on the level you're on, you get points by completing side objectives as well. The amount of points you get is usually the number of the level you're on times 1,000. So if you're on level 1, you get 1,000 points. On level 2, you get 2,000 points, and so on and so forth. The main objectives also give you a significant amount of points, depending what level you're on. On level 1, you get 2,000 points. Level 2, you get 5,000 points. On level 3, you get 10,000 points. Level 4, 15,000 points, and it basically keeps increasing with each level. So even though the game doesn't give you as many points for killing enemies, it does give you a lot of other ways to earn points, which is great. It really helps with the pacing and the flow of the game. The game encourages you to go after points using all those other ways, and it discourages you from farming points just by killing zombies, which would take a long time and it would be kind of boring. You already get to kill a lot of zombies in this game, so it's good that they try to push you to do other things, and it makes the pacing of the game so much better. The problem I have with the point system is that some things aren't scaled properly. For example, the double points power-up still lasts for 30 seconds, and power-ups are actually kind of rare in this game because there aren't as many zombies to kill. There are patches of enemies scattered around different locations in the map, and in every location, most of the time, there's only about 5 to 10 zombies. And since you don't get as many points for killing zombies, the double points power-up kind of loses its value. Because even if you get double points, you can't possibly kill that many zombies in 30 seconds, and you won't get that many points anyway. So it feels like the power-ups in general should just last a little bit longer. But other than that, the point system is actually done quite well. The maps themselves are okay. They're very large, so in order to make your life a little easier, the game provides you with different modes of transportation. We have the jump pads, which cost 500 points with each use, and we have vehicles, which are a slower method of transportation, but they don't cost anything. They're also very fun to use because you can run over the zombies with them, which is pretty awesome. The vehicles do have a health bar, so every time you hit a zombie, you lose a little bit of health. And if they explode, you will go down. The transportation system is also done pretty well. One small gripe I have with it is that sometimes when you spawn in, you're very close to a jump pad or a car, but sometimes you spawn in and there's basically nothing close by that can help you get around the map. And because there is very little happening when you're just running from point A to point B, it can make the experience a little less enjoyable. Walking through the map map is just not fun. The maps are very large, and usually when you spawn in, the main objective is all the way on the other side of the map. So you could say that that's kind of their way of forcing you to explore the map, but after you play this game a certain amount of times, you realize that there isn't really much exploring to do. You get most of what you need through side objectives because they're a more consistent way for you to get set up. They give you points, they give you salvage, equipment, weapons, and perks. It's just much easier to do the side objectives than to go around the map looking for chests to open. Another small complaint I have is that wonder weapons seem to be extremely rare to find. You can get them through trials and side objectives and random chests, but they seem to be too rare. I've played this game so many times, and I only got the die wonder weapon once. I have never gotten the ray gun, and I have never gotten the Ray K. And because the difficulty increases so rapidly through the levels, having a wonder weapon past level 8 seems to be a bit of a necessity, and I just think they're too hard to get. Now let's talk about the main objectives. The main objectives are for the most part okay. These aren't crazy missions with a lot of excitement. They're simple. There's an escort mission, a defense mission, there's Eliminate, which is basically a mini boss fight where you have to kill a boss zombie that is stronger than usual. There's Retrieve, where you have to gather some Ethereum and when you're holding it you can't run. And last but not the least, we have Holdout, which is exactly what it sounds like. You're forced to hold out in a tiny building and fight against the zombies for 4 minutes. And with every passing minute it becomes more and more difficult with more zombies and more boss zombies spawning in. So these objectives are very simple tasks, and some could say that they're kind of boring. The problem is there isn't enough variety in these missions. There's only a handful of them, so after playing this game mode for a few days, it starts to feel like you're just doing the same thing over and over again. They start to repeat themselves. Another small problem I have is the trials. Now, the addition of the trials is a fantastic idea, but some of the challenges are extremely easy to do, and some are very frustrating. For example, one of the challenges is that you have to mantle through glass and break doors. And because there are so many buildings in all the maps, in 4 minutes, I got to Legendary with that challenge. On the opposite side of the spectrum, we have another challenge. With this one, you have to kill the zombies that are unaware of you. And that one is really hard to do. Because once you shoot one zombie that doesn't see you, chances are the rest of them are gonna notice you. The main problem with Outbreak is that it just needs more. It needs more of everything. We need more side objectives, we need more variety in the main objectives, we need more variety of chests and loot, we need Easter eggs, we need more things to do in the map. Because the maps are large, but it almost seems like they're large for no reason. Now, don't get me wrong, this is an incredible accomplishment, and it's a huge win for the zombies community. Even though the gameplay experience is a little shallow at times, this is still a blueprint for something really amazing. As soon as Treyarch starts to add more to it, as soon as we get a main Easter egg, more missions, and more things to do in the map, it's gonna be really difficult not to fall in love with Outbreak. Overall, this game mode is a huge step in the right direction. It's something that we've never seen in zombies before, and I gotta say, Treyarch has been doing really well with zombies this year. And I just hope they continue to give us more new and exciting content. That is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think of Outbreak. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.